Hi everyone and welcome. Today we have a new interlude teaser, a Teva chapter, right? The God's Limits. And this seems to be potentially the biggest lore dump in a while. So let's watch this. I'm incredibly excited. Let me be on the bottom right and let's jump into it. Verb. Should I put subtitles on? They're on. Okay, good. That's such a completely different style than usual. It's kind of beautiful. I like it. Somehow this gives me a...
This world
Promised
has
Neverland.
always been so. Life abides no reason, for none are born by their own consent.
Who this?
Death abides no reason,
Rodova!
for it cannot be defined.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna
Even
let it
by
play
those
and
who
I'll go
see
back
it
and pause.
coming. Time abides no reason,
He's Taroth!
for it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space abides no reason.
What? What the?
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Damn. What is happening? What? Oh, hell no. Oh god, she's so pretty.
No. This looks more like Rhinedottir's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable.
So this
tainted
is...
by the ruler of space.
So this is
I have
Rhinedottir
seen
fused with
enough to know
Neberius?
that repeating this experiment would be fruitless. You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval.
Damn.
My dear Rhinedottir, you have my respect, Neberius. Your nagging
She's
is
so
one
pretty.
of the only things that can get under my skin.
Damn. Called out.
And you, Istaroth, why did you bestow history upon them?
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not?
She's so pretty, oh my lord.
After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Well,
She can
perhaps
rewind
you could
time.
share your input a little earlier next time. But you're right. There's no trace of Asmodee here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
Jeebus. I guess every single cube is entire space. Fit fan service.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the Heavenly Principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
What?
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, Shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
What? Who?
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far? Remember those eyes.
No
Just
way!
before I placed the curse of immortality.
Oh, he's big mad. He's big mad. Why is he ore farming right now?
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine.
Oh,
I'm sure
shit.
that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either. My dear Rhinedottir, you know I cannot allow you to think that way. It was purely hypothetical, Neberius.
For lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened.
Oh,
Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
I can't believe we're getting so much lore from this. Holy crap. Are they gonna be not Karai? Oh, this is not Karai! This is a place we see them build.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze
Oh
of
my
the
god, look at this
gods.
place.
And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution.
It's a one-way street.
And what of it? Lives will be lost. A nation brought to ruins.
Dude, not Karai looks so pretty. Oh my god.
So be it. It is nothing I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god?
Oh, damn.
God stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold. Even the gods have their limits.
Jesus. He has no time for shenanigans, bro.
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Okay.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
What? Okay, let's go back from the start. There is so much here. So this here, I'm not really sure what this is all about. But I guess this place was created. This is a space that was created by Asmodee, who's like the protector of the heavenly principles, whatever, the god that separated us at the beginning. And I suppose Histaroth gave them history by giving them, you know, the knowledge of time. And so this is what's going on. But eventually the goddess arrive and kind of like destroy everything, right? So I think this is supposed to be Asmodee because this is the goddess of space, right? Then we have Renova, Histaroth, And no, this is Asmodee. So who's the first one here? That's Neberius. This is the goddess of life. So life, death, time, space. Okay, that makes sense. Very, very interesting. Now we can see the part when Asmodee separated the twins. Obviously, Renova comes here and destroys this world, this space. What I don't know why I never thought about it, but I never really understood, because we knew that Rhinedottir actually did eat, devour, assimilated, fused with Neberius, the shade of life. But I don't know why, in my mind, it never really hit me that it meant that Rhinedottir was now actually the shade of life. But it makes sense, because she, quote-unquote, ate Neberius, and so she gained its authority over life. But also, she could have decided not to play nice with the other shades. Now would have meant that they would have killed her, or like some form of retribution. Maybe. But it's very interesting to see that they are at least working together to some extent, right? She's still taking that role upon herself, right? She's taking that mantle. It's very cool to see like both of them here talking to themselves. So Neberius is not completely gone. She can still talk to Rhinedottir, which is very cool. This is Albedo's mother, by the way. I will say the design is crazy. And the one thing I did want to say earlier, when I was going crazy, is here.
No.
Her design, this right there, is the Staff of Homa. This is the Homa design. Because we always knew that like everything Homa related has always been something that had to do with death. And obviously it makes so much sense that it is related to Renova, because she's the shade of death, right? And so the Staff of Homa, if you don't know, it is the weapon that is, it's Hu Tao's signature weapon. And she also does like the ritual with it when there was a whole things going on with the last Lantern Rite event, right? But what is also very, very interesting is that this design is the statue that we see in Azuma. This one right there. And for a long time, people were thinking this is supposed to be Raiden, or because Raiden is, she wants eternity, maybe this is Easteroth. This is not Raiden, this is not Easteroth, this is Renova. You can see it here, the eyes, the wings, right? And we always knew, like, there was a lot of videos about the implication that this might be just this might symbolize the Staff of Homa, etc. And now we have full confirmation. It does symbolize that, because the Staff of Homa is a direct representation of the Shade of Death. So that's very, very cool.
No. This looks more like Rhinedottir's.
Wait.
Her halo is crazy, but the side of it is insane. It's so huge.
Past the time, did I not?
That's like, this is great. This is like a whole ass like hat, like the Wanderer's hat. So they're talking about how
Good.
they're talking about how Asmodee has disappeared, and that maybe she switched side because she loves her new master more than herself. And I mean, who could it be? Like, who could be her new masters? It's not like there's like a billion people out there that could maybe command a shade. Like, I could think maybe an Archon, so would it be the Tsaritsa? Could it be someone from Notcry? Could it be one of the Fatui Harbinger? Because we do know, like, for example, what's the name? There's like theories that, for example, what's her name? Columbina might be an angel, right? So maybe for some reason, Asmodee decided to work with her or something, right? That's a possibility. If it's not the Tsaritsa or Columbina, could it be like maybe a Dragon Sovereign? That's a possibility. I doubt it would be Neuvillette, but maybe if there's still another one alive out there, right? Maybe like Nibelung or something, if there's a reincarnation or something of that sort. Who knows? I mean, that's really... I'm so freaking curious.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Indubitably. So the other thing I really wanted to, I mean, here we have the long talk about this, about how like they give visions to the people and they look upon them, and this is considered like a virtue, a gift or something. But like if the people look back to the gods, they take offense, all of that. Rules for thee, but not for me, kind of stuff. Now, what has me very curious is this part here.
Even the god.
The gods have their limits. Right, so the gods have their limits, it made me wonder, because like it looks directly up there. So what I'm wondering, is it possible? And stay with me. This thing here. I've got two possible ideas. Either it's a weapon, a cannon that's going to shoot down Celestia. The other option I have is that it's more like the gold chamber of Ningguang in Liyue. And this is also like a floating thing. And they intend to fly up so they can actually directly attack Celestia from there, or like invade Celestia. Let me know what you guys think, because this one, like, when it says like even the gods have their limits and it looks directly at Celestia, it makes me wonder either he's going to try to shoot it down or he's going to try to invade it. That's interesting. Now, the last thing I do want to talk about is this little part here.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
We are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes. So what's very interesting here is that the damselette, this is a title, right? I don't know why, but damselette makes it sound a bit like pejorative, but it is what it is. It is a title, right? She has always been called the damselette. So they want to get her back from Nod Cry, whatever it takes. And this is very interesting, in my opinion, because this... I don't know if it means that other people might try to kill Columbina, and so they want to retrieve her safely, right? Whatever it takes, whatever's on your path, we need to retrieve her, because she's in danger. But it could also imply that maybe she does not want to come back. Maybe she's, deserting the Fatui Harbinger for some reason, and they want to get her back like she's a kind of prisoner. I am very curious about this. This also possibly mean that she's the most important character of Nod Cry, kind of like how, kind of like an Archon, right? I don't know if there's going to be an Archon of Nod Cry. It kind of doesn't make sense because there's only 7 Archon for the 7 region. But we do know that Nod Cry is kind of like a... I don't know if it's not really a city-state, but like it's a neutral faction. It's a neutral region. It's supposed to be, like not part of any other region. So maybe they kind of put someone there to act like an Archon, and it could be her. That would make sense to me. But yeah, this is very curious. Now, the other thing, obviously, here that is very interesting is the fact that she's glitching out.
Threat.
And she's kind of... It reminds me of how Arlecchino glitches out.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the
So what is going on here with her? Is this related to the power of space? Is this related to Asmodee? Does that prove that Asmodee and Columbina are currently related? Or does she have some kind of curse on herself? Is it because she's possibly an angel? Or because, because the angels are what became the Sealies, because they betrayed the heavenly principles by helping humanity. So maybe this proves that she's having trouble maintaining her form because she was supposed to be reduced to a Sealie and lose her angelic form. So is this because her power is running out?
Cry, whatever it takes.
I don't know what's going on here. This is very, very curious. Oh my lord. This entire thing is absolutely bananas. I love it so much. I am so curious. and the Council of Gods no mortal voice is ever heard, and thus was the fate of the world arbitrarily determined. We know that such is the way of the world, but do the gods act out of contempt, or have they at some hour begun to act out of fear? Okay, the other thing that's very, very interesting is the ruler of time, Easteroth, is voiced by Erika Harlarcher. And I do believe, if you check Venti's English VA, Venti is also voiced by Erika. So that means that the two characters are voiced by the same person. Is that a coincidence? Does that mean Venti is Easteroth? And remember, when we meet Venti, he says, "Hi, oh, you don't remember me this time." So either Venti has the same voice as Easteroth because they are so intrinsically linked, or Venti is simply the avatar for Easteroth because she seems to get bored, right? She's like, oh, I wanted to pass the time. Maybe her way of passing the time is to just enjoy being Venti, right? I don't know what this means, but the theories are abound. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for Not Cry? Has this given you the sweet, sweet nectar that you've been waiting for? Personally, I'm super stoked. I think this was absolutely insane. And I cannot wait to actually find out more, especially about Colombina. I think Colombina is the character I'm most excited for. She's one of my favorite Fatui Harbingers. So I'm incredibly excited. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.